The transformation that's occurred here, the vision that Bob and Janet laid out for us, the work that was done by all of the folks here on Center to Transform us, it's been a tremendous activity. So as you look and see the different companies that we have here, and the helicopters that are flying by, it's been a wonderful transformation. And I'm going to steal a line that Bob's used on several occasions. The easy thing to have done here would have been to do nothing. We could have easily let Pad A rust, as he said, torn down the buildings, and just focused on SLS. But we rose to the challenge as a center, and we have enabled all these different commercial space companies. We've outgranted the shuttle landing facility to Space Florida. They're actively seeking partners for that. Exploration Park is going gangbusters. Blue Origin, if you haven't been out there to look at that facility, it's going to be tremendous. I encourage you to go by and look at that and take some pictures of it. It's amazing to see what they're doing out there. Of course, what SpaceX has done at 39A is equally as amazing, with the hangar that they've built and the transformation that's gone on at the pad to enable the Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy launches. And then, as Bob said, the work that's going on at Launch Complex 41 for enabling for humans space flight has also been an amazing transformation as well. So, Kennedy's gone through a lot over the last 7 years, but it's all been positive. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of active participation by a lot of folks at the center. We've had to transform from being a single user government installation to being a multi-user spaceport, and it's working. It is absolutely working, and tomorrow will be the most visible sign of that with the launch of the Falcon 9 from 39A. But we've been a multi-user spaceport for several years now, and the folks in Nancy's organization, you'll hear from her in a minute, that have gone through and created that environment that allows folks to work together here on the center as one entity, as a spaceport, has been tremendous. And the other thing we've done that allows these commercial companies to work is to create commercial operating zones within their enclave. So SpaceX operates with minimal NASA involvement on their sites. We do some rudimentary safety inspections, not even inspections. We're ensuring that the public is safe as the operations are going on. We're working together daily. But we've created an environment at 39A, at now the C3PF, and at these shuttle landing facilities, which allows these organizations and companies to work as if they were in Titusville or Miami or Fort Lauderdale or wherever. And so we let them basically do what they need to do, and asking only that if they're doing something that could be an issue outside their gates, that they let us know, and we take the appropriate safety precautions. So it's been a great environment. It's been a lot of hard work, but it's really paid off well, and it's a very exciting time here. And so with that, I'll take some questions if you have any. Bob answered them all, probably. Yes, sir.
What would you say is the most difficult part of this transition to a multi-user spaceport?
What's been the most difficult part of the transition is that we have really tried to focus on the needs of commercial. One of the main things we've done, and again, Nancy will talk a lot of this, is become a supplier of services. And I won't say that's been difficult at all. I think we've welcomed that role. We're doing it well, and we're doing what we need to ensure that these companies are successful here. One of the things we don't want to be is an impediment, and I think while we've had some difficulties transitioning that, it's been ultimately a successful transformation, and we're doing it very well right now. Yes, sir.
Is there a centralized organization that handles coordinating companies when a company wants to launch?
The centralized organization is the Spaceport Integration Office, which is Nancy's organization. Her and her folks manage all that work.
I'm going to use this opportunity to introduce Nancy.
Yes.
To you.
Yes.
I want to do it.
Yes, absolutely.
So one of the most challenging jobs that we get here, in addition to setting up all the agreements and the structure to get these commercial companies here, is supporting them while they're here. And in the past, my center operations directorate was the city manager for KSC and just took care of making sure the roads were safe, power was supplied, and air conditioning worked. But today, Nancy's team has a much more challenging job as a spaceport integrator, as an operator for these companies supplying services to them. And I just want to compliment Nancy on what an outstanding job she has done building an ops team along with her center support role to really create a world-class organization. Nancy?
Thank you, Bob. So I always like to say that after Tom and his team kind of broker the deal and sign the agreement, he then turns it over to me and my team, and we are the ones that have the fun of executing the agreement and making sure that the commercial customers and the government tenants still on the center receive all the services and products that they need to be successful. And we want them to be as autonomous as they can be. You can see the facilities. We've turned over the entire facilities, the pad, the order processing facilities, and that's their business. We don't want to get in the middle of what they're doing. We're not going to dictate what they do. We have some very basic principles that we incorporate into the agreements that Tom works with them, that says some very basic standards that they have to follow, but we don't want to impose on them additional requirements that we sometimes impose on ourselves for the good of NASA, what we do. So if it's going to be within their perimeter of their facility, within their fence line, as long as there's no harm that can come to our people or our assets, they're free to do what they need to do in their facility. And so far that has worked out very well. We have a team that has the legacy of operations processing in my organization. So historically my organization has been center services, as Bob mentioned, things like fire, security, environmental management, facilities, utilities, all those things that keep the city running. But now we have that added responsibility of how do we integrate across this spaceport all these different operators that are out here. So it used to be we just had the one big operational program of shuttle, and Space Shuttle kind of took care of themselves. If they had issues, they worked them out across within themselves. But now we have many different operators out here trying to be successful. And so we're here to help them deconflict. There's common resources that have to be shared among the different spaceport users. We manage a master schedule that they all participate in and make sure that they identify their requirements up front so that we can ensure that all the right resources can get to all the right people at the right time so that they each can be successful. We never want to be the reason that they are not successful. We are here to help them and enable them. We provided them the facilities. We now provide them services that, as Bob alluded to, through reimbursable agreements, they pay us for the services. We are now the supplier for them. And the partnerships have been working out beautifully. We've established great relationships. They value the legacy of knowledge and processing coordination that we have from the years of spaceflight that we have so successfully executed from a NASA standpoint, and they are now leveraging that knowledge and helping themselves to be very successful. What did I miss, Bob? Anything?
I think you got it. How about any
questions
questions for all of us?
Yes, sir.
Do you anticipate the need to build any additional facilities as a consequence of the partners you have right now or the partners that you are trying to attract to the spaceport?
We wouldn't build facilities just for their need. We will certainly provide them the land. We have